friends, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time it is when you watch it. I hope you're having a great day. I'm so excited to be with you guys again this week. We have been learning all about springtime for the last couple of weeks, right? We learned a little bit about gardens and gardening. We learned about Easter last week, which was so much fun. I hope you had a great Easter. So this week, we're going to keep talking about gardens and flowers, and we're even going to talk about animals that we might find outside when it's springtime. So, do you know what this is? What's that? It's a frog, right? Have you ever seen a frog? Yeah. Do they run? No, they don't run. What do? They hop, right? They hop. Yeah, so frogs are one of these animals that we might see outside during the springtime, right? And in the summer too. So we're going to learn a little bit about frogs. We're going to learn a little bit about, what's that? It's a butterfly and a caterpillar. And this is actually, it looks like a butterfly, but it's called a moth. Can you say moth? Good job. We're going to learn a little bit about these guys this week. And we're even going to practice counting with some of my little friends. I don't know if you'll be able to tell what these are. Do you know what this is? It's a worm. I've got a bunch of little worms. They're all different colors, all different sizes, and we'll do some different counting exercises, and we'll start, we'll also just talk about colors with our worms too. So we'll be using our worms a lot this week, okay? So we are learning more about spring and gardening and animals that are outside in the springtime and in gardens. And I thought that it was appropriate to start the week on this Monday, April 13th, with the Friend Garden. What do you see on this book cover? Some flowers and a butterfly. Yeah, good job. So, do you have your listening ears on? Okay, because we are going to get started reading The Friend Garden. All right. Here we go. The Friend Garden. Okay. What do you see in that picture? It's a house. What's this? This is called a sign. It's a sign out in the front yard that says for sale. I wonder why. Let's find out. My family moved to a new town this summer. My house was new. My room was new. And my school was going to be new too. At my old school, I always had friends. I didn't even remember how to make friends. They were always just there. Is it sometimes hard to make friends when you go to a new school? It can be. It can be really hard. Does she look happy? No, she kind of looks a little sad, huh? Let's see. I sat in my pink and purple room on my pink and purple bed to ponder my predicament. Tomorrow was the first day of school. I heard a knock at my door. It was only Grandma. She saw me slumping there and said that I would wilt if I didn't get some sunshine. I don't know what that lady is talking about sometimes. Here we go. Grandma suggested I work with her in the garden. She said I would feel better. I didn't think so, but I went anyway. When we got outside, I told Grandma about my problem. She didn't say one word until I was finished. Then she said, "This will fix everything," and she handed me a pack of peony seeds. See that? These are seeds for a type of flower. Wow. "Seeds," I said. "Grandma, I think you've been out in the sun too long." But she smiled and used her garden thingies to dig in the dirt. So they're going to plant some flowers, huh? Do you have a garden at your house, or do you have some flowers in your yard? Awesome. Here we go. Look, what do you see in the dirt? I see some leaves. Yeah, there's seeds. Wow. She placed a tiny seed in the spot where she dug. Seeds are the start of something beautiful. They must be planted with care and love. When you make a new friend, you're starting something beautiful. Choose your words with care and love. It's like planting a seed in your friend garden. That made me very thinky. I planted a seed too. Grandma covered her seed with soil, and I covered mine up too. She said, "It's like planting a seed in your friend garden. You have to choose your words with care and love, just like with planting flowers." Wow. I watched Grandma fill a pink and purple watering can. She gave it to me. It had a golden P on it. That's my favorite letter. You see the P? It's kind of hard to see. But we learned that letter last week, didn't we? Yeah. Flowers will not grow without water and sunshine. To have a beautiful garden, you must care for it regularly. She let me water our seeds. Friends need care too. Once the seed of a friendship takes root, you must show your friend that you care. Then your friendship will grow. Friends are very much like flowers in a way. Like doing nice things for my new friends, I asked. Is that how I can be their water and sunshine? Exactly. But watering a flower too much can hurt it. It's the same for friends. You don't want to be too attentive, or your friend might feel a little bit overwhelmed. Does that happen sometimes when we play with our friends? And sometimes we just play with them a little too much, and they might say, "Okay, that's enough. Stop that. I don't like that," right? That happens at school too sometimes. We have to take good care of our friends and make sure that they're doing okay. And sometimes that means leaving them alone for a few minutes so that they can have a minute by themselves, right? Yeah. Does that mean that they'll feel crazy? I asked. I was smiling now. She nodded and she smiled too. I think her grandma is very smart. What do you think? We walked to another part of the garden. The flowers were all different. Some big, some small. There were lots of colors. They looked really good together. What color flowers do you see here? I see some sunflowers that are yellow. Let's see, we've got pink ones and purple. A little bit of orange, red, yellow. Wow. Hey, Grandma, I know another way friends are like a garden. They can all be different but still be happy together. I think she was pleased when I said that. I think she's catching on, don't you? Uh-oh. What do we see here? What happened to her flower? It looks a little bit sad. Let's see what happens. Just then I noticed a sad-looking flower in a little pot. "What's wrong with that one?" I asked Grandma. "I brought it over from the neighbor's house. He didn't take very good care of it, but I think I can make it bloom again." I started to wonder out loud, will that happen if I don't care for my friends? I'm afraid it can. If you say or do things that don't show care, your friends might feel a little bit wilted like a flower. I made a note in my brain to never wilt my friendships. That's a good idea, huh? We worked until the sky got purplish. I thanked her, she thanked me, and we went in for the day. Aw, they're hugging each other, huh? That's sweet. That night, I made a drawing. What did she draw? Yeah, flowers and a little watering can. One flower is in a pot. That's the little wilted flower. Yeah, and a sun in the sky. I drew the seeds to remember kind greetings, the sun and the watering can to remember to care for my friends. I used lots of colors when I made the flowers, so I could remember that we can look different and still be happy together. Aw, that's so true. I even drew the sad flower in the pot to remember not to wilt my friends. That's a good idea. I folded it up to put in my pocket on my first day of school. And the last thing I remember before sleeping was that I couldn't wait to start my very own friend garden tomorrow. Aww. And that is the end. You see the garden? Did you guys like that story? It was a lot about friends, wasn't it? It's called The Friend Garden for a reason. Yeah. But it also taught us a little bit about gardening too, huh? Well, I hope that you loved that book. We will be back tomorrow. You might even see a special guest. Your good friend Joe will probably be helping me. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.